What's up, guys? Welcome to the Factory Financial. My name is JD Nelson, and on this channel we cover three things: personal finances, real estate investment, and stock market. So today I want to talk to you about a EV play. It's a Canadian company with a potential growth up to 30% with all the hype lately in the EV industry. So yeah, without further ado, let's do this. All right, so the company I'm talking about today is New Flyer Inc., ticker symbol NFI. They're currently trading $28.42. They're a Canadian-based bus maker. And quick 411 on the company. They're a $1.8 billion market cap company that has 105,000 buses and coaches in service worldwide. And if you look at it, it has a buy rating, and 52 weeks high was $33, 52 weeks low was $9. They also pay 3% dividend yield. If we take a quick look at the balance sheet, they have $28 million in cash. They have $2.9 billion in total assets sitting. So that's not a lot of money if we compare liabilities. They have $730 million current liabilities with over $1 billion in a long-term debt. So altogether, $2.1 billion in liabilities. So when you subtract that from assets, you get about $800,000 or $800 million in total assets. So if you look at the chart right here, from 2018 till today, it's been in a steady decline. In the past 3 years, it's down 41%, $20. And also lately they had a problem with the Kentucky plant, which is reflected on the prices and earnings. If you look at the surprises, last few of them are actually negative. The only one that's not few of them from 2019 onwards, it's negative until the last one in December or November 2020. So that's the only one that's positive. So after hearing all that great news, a company that takes a lot of capital to run day-to-day operations, a company that has very low cash reserve and has a lot of debt, also production plant problems and the Rona problems. So you would asking yourself, like, why the heck should I invest the money into this company? That is a good question, and here's the answer why.
New technologies are changing the way we move and paving the way for cities that are smarter and safer. But traveling in cities of the future requires a new kind of bus.
Welcome to the Excelsior Charge. It's the fully electric autonomous bus that is being made by New Flyer with a bunch of improvements. So it's their Excelsior platform, which they upgraded. They added Siemens permanent magnet motor. They have lots of options. Industry-leading passenger carrying capacity. It's made in the US with the US battery, or made with the US batteries. Exalt energy, direct drive, so no transmissions, no nothing. So this is the next thing. So they have an electric HVAC. Everything's electrical on this one. So it's very exciting for the company with this brand new product.
This is Excelsior AV, an SAE Level 4 automated vehicle. It represents the future of safety in public transit and the latest leap forward for New Flyer, North America's largest bus manufacturer. New Flyer has big plans for Excelsior AV, and these engineers are about to show us what it can do.
A lot of times when you're driving a large vehicle, it's hard to get that vehicle close to the curb, both front and rear doors close. With the precision docking, it allows us to repeatedly hit that spot over and over with a close tolerance, within 3 inches of the curb, and will allow you to easily step from the curb onto the bus or roll from the curb onto the bus.
We are able to maneuver the vehicle close to the curb or platform boarding without actually causing any damage to either the infrastructure or to the vehicle itself. So it is able to repeatedly park or stop at either a curb or a platform.
Okay, so what they're showing you right here is, if you ever seen a bus or if you ever been on a bus, those bus drivers, they don't care if they hit a curb or not. And the tires, I can tell you from personal experience, those tires are very expensive, and suspension for those buses are also very expensive. So they're telling you right here, we can always park at certain distance away from the curb, so we are avoiding those extra costs. So all the city managers, everybody who does the maintenance on those buses, they know, okay, this is a very good and it's actually saving money feature, and it's also an accessibility feature that they're showing here.
Platform boarding and allow passengers to safely board.
A series of LiDAR detectors and other sensors allow the bus to see in all directions. This allows the bus's sophisticated AV control system to respond quickly to any hazards a bus driver would experience on the road, like crossing pedestrians, unexpected obstacles, and cross traffic. For public transit, the technology promises a level of safety never seen before.
So they're showing right here that the bus driver is just sitting there, just chilling and just observing everything, just making sure that everything goes smoothly. So we are steps closer from cities not needing to employ bus drivers. So that's extra savings, extra money, extra profit for the companies and the cities.
Never seen before.
Most times when a driver is operating the vehicle, they can only see what's in front of them. So with the automated system, we can see what's going on around the vehicle at all times. The system can alert them that there's cross traffic coming, there's pedestrian crossing the road that they may not have seen. This allows the Excelsior AV to provide safer transit than we've ever seen before.
It's an honor working on a project this advanced. Just learning the technology, learning the understandings of how the sensors, LiDAR, radars work, and how we can use that technology to better transit experience.
So, what does this mean for your community? That the time to plan the integration of automated technology into your city of the future is now. One day, fleets of automated buses like this one could not only improve road safety, they could improve commute times, increase energy efficiency, and reduce congestion. Explore more of what AV technology can offer your city and learn what you can do now to plan for a safer future.
Okay, so here we have a brand new product. It's electric zero emission vehicle that is autonomous, and everybody in the industry is changing towards that. So let's hear what CEO, how he sees the future and what he thinks about everything.
As we look to the evolution of zero emission buses, we found that a major hurdle was the evaluation and installation of charging infrastructure. So in order to help our customers navigate through this world, we launched our own infrastructure solutions business, which has been an incredible success.
So here's CEO on their investor presentation 2021 that just happened in January, a month ago, showing you the charging station. So they realized that there's a potential to make money not only on selling new buses, but also there's infrastructure problems with charging stations. So they developed their own infrastructure for charging, which means more revenue for the company, but also more services.
We've seen numerous positives of late as it relates to government support. In the US, there was a busy end to 2020 with the announcements of additional COVID financial relief aimed at supporting public transit agencies. And for the first time, we just saw announcements to support motor coach operators. While much of this will fund operations that will benefit our parts business, some of these appropriations will help and will be used for vehicle purchases. In addition to the relief funds, the US government also approved a $1.2 billion capital program funding for 2021 bus appropriations.
So let me repeat what he said. US appropriated $1.2 billion for new buses, for new electric zero emission buses. Okay, that's a hell of a great news for the New Flyer, for the company, because they're selling exactly what they're buying with the Biden administration, pushing for a green energy and a green transportation. So this is excellent news for the company.
This is a critical component of the funding, as many U.S. transit agencies rely on those appropriations to fund 80% of the capital cost of their bus purchases. We're also excited to see where broader long-term funding initiatives in the U.S. go with the new Biden-Harris administration and the steps they're going to take to evaluate the proposed $494 billion Invest in America Act, which includes a 5-time increase in funding for zero-emission buses from the previous FAST Act, and additional funds for charging infrastructure upgrades and general bus procurements.
All right, so you thought that was a great news for the company, but on a Friday, what actually made me make this video, is the news that I saw where Canada actually is gonna invest $14.9 billion to advance public transit, like $14.9 billion, which is also great news for the New Flyer company. It's just push for the green is gonna pay off large dividends. That's also the reason why you see here 7 analysts saying that they have a buy recommendation. Actually, one of those 7 is a strong buy recommendation, because if you look at a different chart right here, there's almost a 30% difference between the current price and projected price. So there's 30% increase in investment, potential increase in your investment. Plus, if the company starts rolling all this cash, if they start getting all these sales, everything, they're gonna reinstate their dividends. And once they reinstate their dividends, it's gonna be even sweeter for you as a company share owner. And I want to make one more point, the last point. I'm going to let a CEO explain. This is one of the, after looking into this company, this actually was very clear to me that market still doesn't reflect all the positive news. So the price of the share is still not reflecting the full potential of the shares of the company. So here's the CEO explaining that.
There seems to be misconceptions in the market on this point. Some see us as a legacy vehicle manufacturer that doesn't have the ability to change or innovate, that will be disrupted by the change to EVs or promises by startups. Nothing could be further from the truth. NFI's history is painted with innovations. In fact, we've been consistently disrupting ourselves and our markets for decades.
So we have a company that's been beaten down, the share prices has been beaten down in the last year. Well, it's kind of rebounding right now to the pre-Rona levels, but still, I don't think that the market reflected all those positives. The new bus with the new technology, it's electric bus, and the charging stations and everything, all the projects they're having, like, it seems the company know what the heck they're doing. And they're advancing with the time, so it's just a matter of time before they have a fully autonomous vehicle that's going to be riding or driving around, and you won't have any bus drivers. So that's a savings for the companies, for cities mostly, and it's also good for a New Flyer, because they're going to be able to roll out more buses and make more profits. So in the upcoming years, I think, like, at least until the Biden administration is in, it's going to be very, very profitable for New Flyer. And when it comes to autonomous driving, right, cars, the ownership of the cars will change. So there's going to be a little bit less cars, but there's still more and more people in the bigger cities. So you still have that congestion problem. So the buses are not going anywhere anytime soon, which again is very, very good for the New Flyer. So like the CEO said, I don't think that market still appreciated fully what the New Flyer is, the New Flyer, right? The New Flyer. They remind me a little bit of the GM. Everybody looks at the GM like, they're just a car company. Until lately, people started realizing, oh, wait a second, GM actually invested a lot of money into the AV. They have a zero battery, the zero emission one with the Cruise. So the GM is getting a little bit more appreciation that it should than what people just, oh, it's a GM, you know, it's like one of those things. So if you like this video, if you like content I'm creating, please squeeze that subscribe button, make the big companies pay. And as always, have a great day, and I'll see you next video.